Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So with Ethereum, we are still here above this ascending trend line, which is good. We are also continuing to consolidate, which is not too much of a surprise given it is Saturday. We need to see here now if I'm on the right track still and if we still have a chance to move higher. At the moment, we're holding support levels up here. So we're going to take a look which support levels are actually highly relevant for a continuation of the move to the upside, or from which point or from when we can actually start to break down. Be aware, we're getting into territory now where the uptrend here could be over shortly. It's just that the length of the C wave nearly gets maxed out here and will get maxed out at 1305. If we push above that, it would be something much more bullish. The thing is just that you need to be aware that this could break down at any time. There's always a possibility to push higher, and that would then be a more bullish scenario. It's just that the likelihood increases that in this territory here, we may face some headwinds, okay? Especially as at the moment, and I don't even need indicators to see that, but I will need to go to the 4-hour chart, that we see here a small bearish divergence already. Yeah, I mean, that is only a first signal that things might be changing, but it's obviously a lower high on the RSI and a higher high on the price chart. Okay, but yeah, let's take a look again. It's a continuation of what I said in yesterday's last video. What is important now in the continuation here to the upside is, first of all, that we are pushing higher here in this third wave. So I don't have a very good visibility of what those subwaves here could be, but my idea from yesterday's video was that the third wave here is actually not finished. So let me just explain that. It could be, yeah, it could be, but my primary expectation due to the number of waves here would be that so this is obviously micro counting. Yeah, my idea from yesterday was that we have a small 1-2 hidden in here. Then we had another 1-2. We saw that on the lower time frame chart, 3, 4, 5. That completed a third wave. This would be a fourth, and we then have a chance to move higher in a fifth to complete this third. Then we'll get a fourth and a fifth, but then we would have this move up complete. That's currently not entirely clear. Yeah, it depends really on the chart now how it plays out, because as you can see we have a small 1-2 hidden here and another 1-2, but again it's micro counting, so take micro counting for what it is, which is a guideline, a roadmap, but not certainties. Okay, what we have here now is a pullback, and if we assume that count that I just indicated to you, I can actually put it onto the chart here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, haha, no. This, and now the fourth ongoing, and I'm going to change the wave degree. So don't think I'm super confident into the smaller wave count. I really just show you the smaller wave count because there is not too much going on the higher time frame. And to give you a roadmap and orientation, it could very well be that this was already the third wave and this here is currently the fourth. These are both possibilities I'm observing actively. You just need to know this is possible. However, I think there is a case to be made that this is the count, and it is, however, important that in this scenario we're holding the following support level, which is, well, 1260. It should not drop below 1260. If it does, in this wave count, then we're just dropping into the other wave count, which, to be honest, is very similar. We just would say that this is the third wave, this is the fourth, and in this scenario then, we may have a little bit more space to come down. Just try to find the right fibs here for you. Which, however, doesn't make a great difference, to be honest. Here we can come down to 1258. So in the end, in terms of the retracements, both scenarios are very similar. So I would say 1258 is the magical level here. A sustained break below that would make things extremely difficult. Bear in mind, these are the possibilities and the assumptions that we continue in an impulse to the upside. It's a bit too early to look at the idea that this might become a diagonal pattern, which is always possible. These are absolutely annoying because they are very hard to forecast. Because if we say we finish off a wave 4 here, we could very well have a diagonal pattern in front of us. This is getting unlikely given the strong movement to the upside that we had here yesterday, but certainly possible. We could, for example, in a diagonal pattern, I'm going to show you the different count here, and the diagonal would become my next option if we come down lower than the 1258 level. Then, however, I wanted to hold the 1246 level. That's the next important level here. Why is that? Because 1246 is the 78.6 retrace, and if a chart or price breaks below that level, it's most likely not going to hold. But what would be the diagonal pattern? It would be something where we've got developing here an ascending wedge. Either like that, or maybe not that, because this is actually the diagonal. It will be something like that. It's a bit too early to just say that, yeah, but I want to prepare you for that, because wave 5 oftentimes, or at least rather frequently, comes across as an ending diagonal. Then we could say this was a 1, this would be a 2, depending on how far we come back. There would be 3, 4, 5. That's another idea how we could get to the $1,300 level. Happens often when patterns get exhausted, only thinking about that, because we are obviously, the idea is this could be a C wave. The C wave is already a corrective pattern, so not as strong as a proper impulse, for example, in a wave 3. In addition to that, the wave 5 often does it, and we've got a bearish divergence already on the 4-hour chart. So it's time to observe this. I've set my stop losses as indicated in the last video. I'm here to just observe at the moment. Intend to possibly start a short in the $1,300 region. Let's see if we, but not without seeing any signals. Yeah, I always need to add that. I'm not just blindly gonna short into an active uptrend on the short time frame. I want to see a signal like a 1-2 setup to the downside. Yeah, and then would short the wave 3 ideally. But I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.